Okay, so let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. The last session, we had just given complete introduction about myself, and we have discussed about what is cloud computing. Then we have seen about Azure, and we have seen the course content. This is just we have done the introduction part in the yesterday's session. In today's session, we are going to start with how we can create our Azure. This is what we are going to start in the today's session, and then based on the time, we will go with some more. But before starting of this today's session, if anyone wants to ask anything, want to ask any question, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Mohammed Asraf, you can unmute. Yes, Mohammed, you have raised. You have already unmuted yourself. You can please ask your question. Asraf, look like you have some issue with your mic. Okay, I have your question in the chat box. I'll read that question. Please guide me how to make the payment for Azure 104 for this one. If you want to make the payment, Asraf, you have to go to our website.
Okay.
You have to go to our website called logiclabstech.com. If you go to this website, you can click on store. After clicking on store, there you are going to be able to see the Microsoft Azure patch 102.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm able to hear you now.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, I understand that for that one. Thank you. I appreciate your help. So this is in US dollars, right?
Right now it is showing me in Indian rupees because I'm from India location.
Okay.
If you're outside of India, the same amount will show you in US dollars. Okay.
Yes.
So those people are from India. Only for Indian people, it will show in Indian dollars. Sorry, in Indian rupees. Outside of India, person who is even from Asia or from any of the continent, from any of the country, it will show them in the US dollars.
Okay. And so do you have any promo code to get some discount? Anything? Nothing like that. Eh?
No, I don't have any promo codes. Already the promo code is applied. Based on that, it is giving you the 50% of discount. You are getting it based on that. Other than that, we don't have right now. We don't have any promo codes.
Appreciate your help, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Stu. Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Yeah, I had 10 years of experience in Java. It is related to all the course is administration, right? Azure admin, right?
Yeah, this is Azure admin course.
Okay. Is it is suitable for me?
Yes, anyone can learn. Like earlier, in the yesterday session, I have told that admin can learn by anyone. There is nothing specific, even a fresher or if a person who's having any other previous experience, anyone can learn this course.
Then how can I put up an experience then in this case?
Okay. Are you working in some company?
Yeah, I'm working.
Okay, working. So you can do one thing, just check with your HR after completion of this training, check with your HR. You can switch in your own company. That is one of the best solution, which I have already shared in the yesterday also, I'm sharing today also with you.
Okay. Only it is the admin part, right?
Yeah, this is only admin part.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Thanks, Sanjit. Thank you so much.
Yes, Chetan, you can unmute.
Sir, my question is that I'm just recently joined your Python class, and one of my friend told me to.
Chetan, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. Okay.
Python is given training by the Sunil Kapoor.
Okay.
And
no, I'm not asking the question related to Python. Okay.
I'm not giving you answer. I'm telling I am not a Python trainer.
Okay.
I am not Sunil Kapoor. I am Ankit Narula.
Okay. It will use for data engineer or something like one of my friend told me. That's why that's my question.
What is your question? Can you please repeat again?
Yeah, one of my friend told me, if you do Python, then it will use this course into the Azure data engineer. It will help you for.
I don't know about where Python is getting used. I'm not working on Python technology. I'm working in Azure admin. Okay. So I don't have information where Python is getting used or not. But to learn this course, we don't have any requirement of Python.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay. And I am not Sunil Kopavarapu, I am Ankit Narula.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, no problem.
Yes, Vijay, you can unmute. Sorry, Vinay. Vinay, yes, you have raised your hand. Yes, you have already unmuted.
Yeah, so actually it is a live classes, right? So if we are not paid also, we can log into the live classes.
No, no.
Okay. How many days is a free classes, sir? For example, 1 or 2 classes, it will be there or
Till
how?
tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last free class. After that, only with paid students can join this.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Sir, and one more thing. Hello.
Yes, okay, Vinay.
So once this course is completed, we'll get the course completion certificate like that.
Yes, definitely to all paid candidates will get.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
And job consult, because of I am a 7 years of experience for the system administrator. So I know Linux and Windows servers and VMware. In Azure, I'm not sure that in Hyper-V I can learn it. I have the experience, so that's why I'm asking you. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Karthik, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yes.
Ankit, one question is, if we are after completing of this training, so how many years of experience can we put up and we
2
can
years
get
of experience.
2 years? So is it will be sufficient, right, to get it?
Yes, 2 years of sufficient. Even after completion of this training, if you go with DevOps, then you can put 3.5 years of experience.
Okay. So after going inside, we can able to manage, right? I mean,
Yes,
for
definitely
Azure.
you can manage it.
Okay.
Okay. And in this training, Karthik, don't worry, all the doubts, whatever you have it, doubts will get clear. You will clear your concept. If your concepts are clear, Karthik, you can do whatever you want to do.
Okay. Actually, last time, due to some my timings and all, it was not sufficient to join. So that's why I'm joined this batch actually. I was waiting for the batch. Waiting for your batch actually.
Thank you, Karthik.
Thank you. Thanks for the help, Ankit.
Yes, Nimal Palli, you can unmute.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yes, you can ask your
Thanks for
question.
giving the opportunity, sir.
Sorry.
Thanks for giving the opportunity, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes, you can ask your question.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Tejasvi, you can unmute.
Yes, I was trying to find out whether we could listen to the live and then later pay for the videos.
Like earlier, also I told that if you want to attend live training and you want recordings, you have to make the payment. Okay.
Okay, at the same time.
Even to attend, yes, to attend training also you have to make the payment. This is completely a paid training. Like earlier also I've informed in the last session, I'm informing the same thing in today's session.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Shravan, you can unmute. Shravan, you have raised your hand. Jay, you can unmute. Jay, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi, Ankit. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I didn't join yesterday's session. So, so will it be sufficient to start from today's session?
Yes, you did. Yesterday just was an introduction about myself and about Azure and about the students which we have it. It is just was an introduction. Yesterday we didn't start learning. So we'll after just I'm going to start the session. We'll start learning from today. So.
Okay.
And I just want to know, are you in the WhatsApp group, Jay?
Yeah. I joined.
So we have already shared the yesterday recording there also.
Yeah, I just, I looked at that recording and that was some, the introduction part, right?
Yeah, that is just just was an introduction. Nothing else we have learned yesterday.
And yeah, and one more question. I mean, this is for 102, right? For the AZ 900. I mean, after completion of 102, so the dump which you provided are sufficient to complete both the fundamental as well as the admin one.
This is
certification part?
for AZ 104, Jay. For AZ 104, we are providing the dump. With the help of this dump, you can easily clear your certification.
With the AZ 104 only.
Yes.
Or the content should also available for the AZ 900 one. as
No,
well.
that is that time that is different ones, and it is not required to go with AZ 900 because it's a completely optional thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, agree. If someone is trying to to get that certificate as well, so the dump which you provided 104
No, that will
are
not going to
sufficient?
help you to go with AZ 900.
Okay,
We don't have that dump. We have a dump with AZ 104, which we are going to.
okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, Teja, you can unmute. Teja, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Yes, Narayana, ready.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening. Thanks for giving
Good
me.
evening.
And this is the Ankit. I have one query related to the certificate.
Sorry to interrupt you, Narayana. I think you are from my AWS batch.
Yes, Ankit.
I have recognized your voice. That's
Yes,
fantastic.
yes.
Yes, you can ask your question.
Thanks for recognizing me. So my question is related to that certificate. You have mentioned that with respect to the DevOps engineer, we need to go with the AZ 104 and
certification is not mandatory to learn that one. That is a path defined by the Azure. If you want to go for certification for that one, AZ 400, then you have to first give AZ 104, or you can go with developers one. Then from there you are coming here to DevOps part.
Directly, I cannot go for the certificate AZ 400, right?
No, not possible.
Okay.
Not possible. You have to follow the path. Okay, but to learn, it is not mandatory. If you directly want to go DevOps, you can go for that also. But yes, little bit you will lack because you don't have information. Little bit you will lack it. Some things.
So the certification path, first I need to. It's a mandatory. First I need to do 104. Then next I have to go with the AWS DevOps. Sorry, Azure DevOps certificate, right?
Correct.
Okay. Because I am basically background with the DevOps. So I'm thinking whether can I go ahead and do directly.
No, not possible. Directly is not possible.
Okay. And one more question. Under this course content, you have already mentioned that you are not covering Azure DevOps, and even ARM templates also you are not covering, right?
ARM templates you are covering, na? It is mentioned.
Oh, in course
It is
content.
mentioned. It is mentioned. ARM templates. Link. Okay, just leave with that course content. I'll show you here actually. PPT. Here is it. PPT number 90.
Okay. So only part Azure DevOps only that is separate. Okay.
Yes.
This is including covering all the other topics, right?
Yeah, whatever is mentioned, and you can check the again course content. You have the link, or I'll share the link again with you.
No, I have the link. I have the link from the WhatsApp.
You can check that one also.
Okay.
It is mentioned.
Okay, Ankit.
Thank you.
Because basically I'm background with the DevOps, so I'm thinking
yeah.
whether this is admin part.
Yes, this is only admin part.
Okay. Anyway, this is also added advantage.
Definitely.
Certificates. That's what my intention planning also to do this also.
Okay. Thank you, Narayana.
Okay. Thank you, Ankit.
Okay, those people has raised their hand, guys. Just wait for a few more minutes. Let's start with our topic, and then we will continue with our questions. Okay. Now we are going with Azure DevOps. Sorry, Azure Admin. First of all, what is the first thing we have to learn is we have to learn about how to create an Azure account. Because without Azure account, it is impossible to practice on Azure platform. To create an Azure account, here is the link which is mentioned in my PPT. You need to go to that particular link and then you need to click on Start Free. But make sure there is one prerequisite to create an Azure account. Can you use only Microsoft emails or can you use any email also like Gmail, Yahoo? You can use any email, whichever you want to use. If you use Microsoft email, by default, Microsoft email has Microsoft account. But if you are going to use Gmail or Yahoo, the prerequisite is first you need to create a Microsoft account. Or if you are already using a Windows machine, by default, you have a Microsoft account because already you have logged in with your email ID in your system also. So make sure if you are going to use any email, which is Gmail or Yahoo, any other email, then you are going to first create a Microsoft account. Then you can start creating your Azure. So in first you have to go to this link, then you have to click on Start. After that, here it is asking us to click on Create. If you already have an email ID, you can give that email ID if you already have Azure. But here you don't have, so you have to create a one. So click on Create. Then you have to give your email ID, whatever the email ID you want to give. It's a Gmail, Yahoo, Microsoft email, you can give. Then click on Next. After clicking on Next, you have to enter your password. It can be 6 to 7 digits of password you can enter here. With some number, numeric or characters. There is nothing we have it, the password rules set by the Microsoft. We don't have anything. But yes, make sure you are giving a very good password. So we'll save your account from hackers also. So you can give here. Then you will get one OTP on your emails. That particular OTP you have to enter. That OTP you have to enter here. After entering of your OTP, you have to click on Next. When you click on Next, it is asking your personal details. What details it is going to ask? Your name, first name, middle name, last name, and then it is again asking for your email ID and mobile number also. Email ID by default, it will take by the system, you have to give your phone number. And here you have to verify your phone number. In previous step, we have verified our email ID here. Now we have to verify our mobile number. So you have to give your mobile number here, and then you have to check this checkbox to verify. And then you need to click on the checkbox, on the button, sorry. You want to verify this mobile number by using text message or by using a call. Whichever you want to use, you can click on that and then you will receive one OTP. You will receive one OTP. That OTP you have to enter there. Next. After that, what is the next thing after confirmation of our mobile phone, mobile number? It is asking for address, your personal details, your address, your city, your state, your postal code. Postal code means zip code you are going to enter. But here, a very important point, guys. You have to enter the address exact same, which is mentioned in your bank account. You have to mention the same address which is mentioned in your bank account, exact same copy paste. So best practice it, copy paste from your bank here. Let's take example here. Normally what we are doing is, let's say we are writing it flat number 4. Like this, we are writing it. But in your bank account, they have written as flat 4, comma. Like this, they have entered it. So which one you are going to enter? This one. Because it is mentioned in your bank account, because the address you are mentioning it, whenever you are giving your card details, it is going to validate from your bank account also. They are validating it from your bank also. So you always have to enter the address as per your bank. If you try to enter any other one, definitely you will get an error message. So make sure, even if they are using multiple lines, if they are using us in a single line, go with address line 1. If they are using multiple line, use multiple lines also. Then you have to check this checkbox, their terms and condition. If you want to read, you can read that. And then click on next. After clicking on next, it is asking for your card details. And it is only accepting Visa and MasterCard. Okay. In India, some people have RuPay card also. So it is not accepting RuPay card. You have to enter your credit card details. As per Indian, I'm talking about India here right now. As per Azure rules, in India, it is only accepting credit cards. But yes, I got information from one of my students of previous batch. They are saying me that they are start accepting it ICICI debit card and SBI debit card, but still it is not documented anywhere by the Azure team. They are saying it is accepted by my students, has confirmed me, but it is not documented from Microsoft team till now. So in India, they are accepting debit card. In USA, they are accepting debit card also. In India, it is only accepting credit card. In USA, if I'm talking about in USA, in Canada, there it is accepting debit card also. But make sure international transaction needs to be enabled. So you have to give your card name, card number, your expiry date, and CVV. And in India, they are going to deduct 2 rupees from your account, 2 rupees, and it will also get refund after 3 to 4 working days. So they are going to charge just 2 rupees, and that will also get refunded. But make sure international transactions is enabled. I'm not sure about other countries, but in India, by default, international transactions are disabled. By default, it is disabled. You have to enable this manually. How you can enable this manually? Just go to your banking mobile application, and from there, you can enable. And here is the documented email, which I have it from Microsoft team. So you can read that. Till now, I don't have any documented confirmation from Microsoft team. This is a documented confirmation I have it. But you guys can try if anyone is having it SBI debit card in India, or if anyone is having ICICI Bank debit card. Those you can try. I have tried few banks like PNB. I have tried Canara Bank. I have tried IDBI Bank. Those are not working. That I have tried manually. I have these banks, so I have tried that. I don't have any ICICI or SBI, so I'm not able to try those ones. So if anyone is having, you can please try and let me know also. And when your account is getting ready, this is how your account will look like. So where you have to click, first of all, you have to click on subscription. And you will find this type of subscription in your one, free trial, which is for 30 days, which we have discussed it in the previous session. Whenever you are going to create an Azure account, Azure is giving you some credit of, in India, it is giving you 14,500. In US or in any other countries, they are providing the credit of US dollars of 200 US dollars. So you will get that also. So this is free trial. You will get it for first 30 days. After 30 days, you have to upgrade your subscription to pay as you go. If you are upgrading to pay-as-you-go, it doesn't mean they start charging you. If you use for next 12 months using the free services, like which we have discussed in our previous session, like in virtual machine, if you are using it, a type called B1S, it is free for 12 months. How much? 750 hours per month. For Linux also, and even for Windows also. 750 hours for Windows, 750 hours for Linux. They are good to go. So make sure whenever you practice, you'll use the free quota after 30 days. For first 30 days, you can use anything. Doesn't make any difference. Let me log into my Azure account. I'm just going to pause the screen for a minute. Just a minute, guys. I'm just going to log into my. I'm able to log into. My account is older than 30 days. I'm going to click on subscription. Here I'm getting in the bill. Here is my subscription. This is my subscription, Azure_subscription, the name which I have given. I can give any name to my subscription. The free trial one is the default one which I'm getting. This is the other upgradation whenever we are doing it. After that, we can give any name, whatever the name we want. So here is my subscription. Here is my subscription ID. I'm getting. And what does it offer? Pay-as-you-go, because it is upgraded for after 30 days. Here we are. Clear? Any question anyone have regarding this account creation? You can please raise your hand. Yes, Sri, you can unmute.
Thank you, sir. So basically, you mentioned that burstable hours. What is that, sir? Actually, burstable
Sorry?
something. Burstable hours, something. It is there.
750 hours you're talking about, might be.
Yeah.
Monthly hours.
Okay.
That is the hours we are getting it for per month. We are getting the quota.
Okay.
That is a quota we are getting, that is I can use under free quota. If I'm exceeding it more than 750 hours, I have to pay for that.
Okay. And I am in UK actually, so it shows 200 GBP something. So I was wondering, is it they have taken from my credit card? Is it a free?
Yes, as per the country. So till 200 GBP we are getting, that is free.
Okay, but when it will expire, sir? When it will expire?
For next 30 days. After 30 days, it is going to automatically. If you use the credit, it is going to be deducted. If you're not using the credit, then automatically it has been finished.
Oh, it's finished automatically. Okay.
Yes, that is only valid for 30 days.
So for what this amount? Is it for the creating virtual
practice purpose? It is for practice purpose. You
if I
can
don't
use
touch anything, it will expire. If I don't
it
touch
will
anything,
expire.
Okay.
Okay, you have to
And
use
it
it. If
doesn't
you're
take
not
money
using,
from my credit card, no, sir?
no, they are not going to deduct anything for first 30 days.
Okay.
Okay, nothing will happen.
If do I need to cancel? Do I need to send an email for the cancellation or at the end of the 30 days?
No, automatically it will take care by the Azure.
Okay, after 31st day, when I start creating virtual user, something like if I play
You are
around,
not able to create. Till that time,
Okay.
you are not upgrading your subscription to pay-as-you-go.
Okay,
You have
got
to do it manually. Even that subscription is also not going to upgrade automatically for pay-as-you-go. You have to done that process completely manual. Okay.
But I can create another accounts, no, sir? How many Gmails are there? I can create that many, right?
Yes, you can do that. You want to create another account, you can do.
Okay, thank you, sir. And last question.
Yes.
In the universe syllabus, you are saying Azure DevOps is not covering. So tomorrow when we
No.
put, 3 years or 4 years experience, you said, like along with the DevOps
No.
course.
Yes.
Then how do
Yes,
you,
yes.
because the questions come in the interview, Azure DevOps, then how do you handle 4 years you don't have experience in Azure? So is there any
So-
top-up course you will be teaching?
After that, yes. After that, you can. I'm going to start Azure DevOps very soon, so you can join that batch. That is a different course.
Same money, sir? Same money you are charging?
No, you have to pay some different amount. How much cost, that I'm not sure about right now, because it's not decided by the training institute. But not in this back course. The course will be the different one. So you have to pay some extra amount for that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Satish, you can. Satish Krishnan, you have raised your hand.
Yeah, hi Ankit. So here it is asking for the PAN card details, right?
Not mandatory. It is mentioned as optional.
Oh, okay.
Even in the screenshot, if I'm showing you, yes, it is asking, but
Okay.
it is clearly mentioned as optional. So that is why I didn't tell you to enter that PAN card details. If you don't want to enter, you can leave that. If you enter, that is also.
Okay.
Here is it. You can see the screenshot. In the
Okay.
top, it is asking, and it is mentioned as optional.
Okay. So once we create this free trial account, up to 1 month, whatever we can use it, we can use it. After that, it will automatically get expired, right?
Yes, it is automatically get expired. You have to upgrade your subscription to ASU.
Okay. And one more thing, suppose if I join in a new company, that company doesn't have any Azure cloud, and that company is asking me to, so open account in Azure and move the servers in the Azure, and what will be processed there?
No, don't worry. They are providing their Azure account. You're not going to create your one. They are providing the details.
Okay.
Okay. They already have the account one. They'll provide.
No. If it is a new company, no. If it is a new company that doesn't have any, Azure platform. Okay, they just starting using the Azure platform. If it is a new one,
So they'll provide their card details.
Okay.
They'll provide the company card details, na? Whatever the company is having, they're providing their card details.
Okay.
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 You're not giving your card details. Don't worry. They're not. You don't need to give your card details. They'll provide the card.
So I thought, so if to open a account for a company, is it the same process?
Process no. Process is same. Process is same. Yes, it can be possible. Your after that, whatever your company can talk with Azure team, and you can change their upgradation to their subscription. Because we have some subscription where we can reserve our services also. We can pay some advance amount to them. In advance, we are paying, or we are paying in, we are reserving something. So they'll give us some discount also in real time. Okay, like this also we can take a special subscriptions also from their side.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, thanks.
Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, after 30 days trial, we need to pay 750 hours, or it's free?
No, you don't need to pay anything. So after that 30 days, the 750 hours is going to be executed. Because for first 30 days, Vijay, it is completely free. Everything is free till your credits are there.
Okay.
Okay, till that time you have 14,500 credit in your account, Vijay, or $200 credit you have it. Everything is free. Even you use any paid thing also, even that is also free for you.
Okay.
Because it is going to be deduct from your credits. After 30 days or whenever the credit might be, you have used those credit within 15 days. Okay. So after 15 days, if you're trying to, or after 30 days, you're trying, then you have to be very careful. You use the free quota one. Till the credits are there for first 30 days, you don't need to worry about.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Ankit. Yeah.
Yes, Vijay. Sorry, Jeevan. Jeevan, your voice is very low. Can you please increase your volume, or you can come to near to the mic?
Hello. Now?
Yes, Vijay. Sorry. Yes, Jeevan, it is clear.
Yeah, so I have already created my Azure account few months back. So now I go to that subscription option, but it's showing like that your current access does not include permission to view any subscription. So ideally, what is the issue?
No, you can click on subscription. When you're clicking on subscription, what it is showing you?
Yeah, your current access does not include permission to view any subscription.
So you have your personal accounts or official email ID?
No, personal only.
You can do one thing, Jeevan. I'm not sure about that error message. Do you have my email ID?
Yes.
Drop me email with the screenshot. I'll check and based on that I'm going to reply.
Sure.
I'm not sure about that error message.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Please send me after the session. I'll do after session. And whenever I'm going to check email, I will reply.
Please.
Okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, Jay Prakash.
Yeah. Yeah, Ankit. After completion of 30 days, can we use the different account with the same credit card?
I'm not 100% sure about this thing that you can use the same credit card or not. That as per the information which I have it is not possible. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. You can try that, but the information which I have, it's not possible.
Okay. And the other question is, if I mistakenly upgraded my subscription, my money has been, deducted right from my account. So is there any way to get that money in my account, or the money is deducted means
No,
we will not
you're
get
from India. You are from India, I think,
Yeah.
Sujay.
Correct.
Tell you one thing. As per RBI rule, it is impossible for any company to deduct automatically money from your account. So Azure is not going to deduct automatically until the time you're not giving a confirmation to them. Okay.
Okay.
So as per our RBI rule, they are not going to deduct any money from your account till the time you are not giving a confirmation. Even you go to subscription. I'm from India right now. If I go to my subscription, I'm getting it the pop-up in the above. It is not showing here right now. You can see here. So they are not going to deduct any money from account till the time we are not giving a confirm. Okay. It is impossible. You can see here. My bill is pending at 46 rupees 70 paisa. The bill is pending that I need to pay on 7th of October. Okay. And today is 2nd of November. I didn't pay this amount till now. So they're not deducting anything from my account. Till the time I'm not giving a confirmation to.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry.
Yeah. So every time if we are going to upgrade our services, right, or we are availing some permissions or services from the Azure, so we need to every time we need to put enter our card details and.
No, we don't need to enter our card details. We don't need to enter every time. One time we have entered it, that's okay. Whenever I'm making the payment, that time we have to enter the card. Okay. While creating something, we don't need to enter our card details. We can directly create something, whichever we want to do.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So those people have raised their hand, guys. Just wait. I'll come to you. Let's start with some other things. So in Azure, we have an option of marketplace. What we can see it in marketplaces, we can see all services. Let me search that also marketplace. Here I'm. Under marketplace, we can see all things whichever we have under Azure services. Here we can see all services. Scroll down. Here I'm getting by category. We can see all services also here, or any third-party company which have some tie-ups with Azure. Even those things also we can see here. Some are free, some are chargeable. We can see all things. We have our categories wise, and if I go with compute, here I can see under compute. I go with security, whatever related to security, we can see that. So this is one option I can go with mark. Or I can directly search here also. Let's say I need to go to a service called virtual machine. I can even search here also under whatever the services coming it by Azure team. It is showing here. Whatever is coming under marketplace, even those also showing. You can search here, or you can directly go to marketplace to search manually also. Under this, you will see all services by categories wise, and everything you can see under market. Now coming to subscription. Subscription is mandatory. Without subscription, we are not able to create anything in our Azure. This is the actual path we are following it whenever we are going to create our Azure. This is the path actually here. Whenever I'm going to create my Azure account, what first thing it is going to assign us? They are going to assign us that is called as tenant. And where I can see this tenant? And what is this tenant? Don't worry, we'll discuss in our upcoming session also regarding this tenant. under a service called Azure Active Directory. Under Azure Active Directory, here you can see your tenant. This is my tenant. Tenant is also called as primary domain. Yeah. This is my tenant based on my email ID. System has created this. So this tenant I can generate based on my email ID, which automatically Azure has created. So are we using the default tenant, whichever I'm getting from my email ID? No, we are not using it. We are creating our own tenant. How we are creating our own tenant, we'll learn in our upcoming session, because in real time, we are not going to use the default tenant. And in some cases, in some companies, even we have multiple tenants also. So how to create tenant, we'll learn that. Now under tenant, where we are getting this tenant? Under a service called Azure Active Directory we are getting. And then under that, what we will see? Under our Azure Active Directory, we will see our subscription. The subscription which we have seen it, I am getting it. That subscription, I am getting it under our Azure Active. And then after that, here we can see resource groups. These are called as resource. What is a resource group? Don't worry. Practically also, I'm going to teach you that. It is actually called, also you can call it as container, a folder. Folder is actually like a resource group. What I can do under resource group? Under our resource group, I can create my resources. Under resource group, we are going to create our resources. What is resources? Our virtual machine, our database, our virtual network. So whatever the services I'm going to create in Azure, that I'm going to create under resource. Without resource group, it is impossible to create anything in Azure. Let me show some more things. It is impossible. Here we have seen tenant is my account. That is my Azure account. Subscription, we have seen it in our billing section. We have seen our tenant also. We have seen our subscription also. So here we have types of subscription which we are getting. Free trial I'm getting for 30 days. Pay as you go we are getting. One is support subscription, which is for members offer. Members offer means that for corporate companies, for clients, they are using this. They are paying some advance amount to them, or they are reserving some servers. So they are getting this support subscription from Azure. So in this one, they are saving a lot of money also, which actually normally we are paying. They'll save it. But yes, they have to reserve their servers, that they are going to use this particular servers for this much of time. They have a contract with Azure. That's why they are giving some discounts to them. So this type of subscription you will find under your corporate. Now, what is the first thing we have to learn? The first thing we have to learn is that is called as virtual machine. Now, what is virtual machine? Anyone knows what is virtual machine? Okay, yes, Ashraf, you can unmute.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm able to hear your stuff.
Thank you, sir. Okay, virtual machine is another operating system that you can use it online, and it is another service as you can use as a service. Like on the screen I can see Ubuntu, Windows Server, Red Hat. All these can be used as a virtual machine, as a virtual operating system. And then from there you have everything in the operating system as a control panel. You can install anything, you can upgrade the RAM, you can degrade the RAM, downgrade the RAM, and you can upgrade the hard drive, stuff like that.
Yes, whatever we want to do, we can do that also in these machines, like a same computer, guys. Like I have this computer. I want to create, let's say I want to purchase one computer. So to purchase that computer, or let's say I want to create one server. To create that server, I need to invest so much of money. I need to buy RAM. I need to buy hard disk. I need to buy CPUs, motherboard, RAMs, hard disks, monitors. Lot of investment I have to done just to create one server. But to create this virtual machine, virtual machine is also like a server, which I am going to create in my own office. The same thing I can do it in cloud also. I can create the same server, and to manage my own server, I need internet connection with good speed. I need power backup also. That is also required. I need electricity connection, a very huge electricity connection. So it means we have to pay a huge amount of electricity bills also. We need lease line connection, not normal broadband connection we can use in server. We need a lease line connection. So whatever we feel required, these type of things, showing about how much investment on the spot we have to do, and every month how much we have to pay. So that is why every company is moving to cloud platform. Because of this, they save lot of money. They don't need to investment. Just a 2 rupees investment we have to done to create my Azure account. And even the 2 rupees also getting refunding after 3 to 4 days. So how much investment we are doing it? 0. Create one server, 0 investment I am doing. Let's take example, we have to start some new OTT platform, and I have done an investment of 10 lakh rupees. I'm investing it to create one server. But our OTT platform has failed. So to me, these 10 lakh rupees has been wasted. Yes, definitely. But if I'm doing the same thing in cloud platform, okay, whatever the bills I'm getting it per month, I need to pay those one. But is there any investment which I have done, which has get wastage? No. I've done at 0 investment. Without any investment, we are able to start our any platform, whichever you want to start. So that is why what we are going to do here is we are going to create one machine, means I have one server. With the help of this server, we can create any type of application on Azure infrastructure. We are going to create one computer, like I have this laptop. I want the same thing on my Azure cloud also. I can do that with the help of this virtual machine. It's a virtual server in Azure virtual machine for running application on Azure infrastructure. It means it's like a computer I'm going to create in Azure infrastructure. And here are the operating system which is supporting under Azure platforms. These are the operating system which Azure is supporting. So what we have to done, we have to log into our Azure. I've already logged into my Azure. Go to virtual machine service. It is already showing me here because I have already recently used this particular service. You guys didn't use it, so might be not showing you. So you can search here. Virtual machines. Click on create Azure virtual machine. Just a minute, guys. Look like there's some issue with Azure right now. Let me refresh this. Okay, now done. Now, when I select this particular virtual machine, what first we are selecting? By default, it has selected my subscription. The subscription which I have in my account, they have already selected. So if you have multiple subscription, we can select that also on that particular. I have just only one subscription, so they have already selected by default. Now, what is the next thing we have to done here? We have to select a resource group. Do we have any resource group? No. This is what we have seen in the diagram. The diagram which I have shown you. After my subscription, but I'm getting it. I'm getting a resource group. It is mandatory. It is mandatory to create a resource group to create a virtual machine. Now coming, what is resource group? Resource group is a container that hold related resources for an Azure solution. It's like a folder. It's like a folder, like I have a batch 102 folder. Under this, I can create a virtual machine. Like this my notepad file is a virtual machine. So I can create a virtual machine. Not just virtual machine, a lot of things also we can create. What are the things we'll slowly learn in our upcoming session. So resource group is like a container, is like a folder. Under that, we are going to create our resource. The resource group can include all the resources for the solution, and only those resources you can manage as a group. So we can manage those services as a group. Now, some important points, and might be interview questions also. Resources can only exist in our resource group. Resource group cannot be renamed. Groups can have resources from many different types. Different type means it can be virtual machine, it can be our storage account, or it can be any other services, whichever we have it in Azure, like a backup or other services. We want to create, the first prerequisite is resource. And this can be an interview question. Resources group can have resources from many different regions. Let's take example here. The resource group which I have created in a region called Central India. My resource group I have created in India region. Can I create this virtual machine in USA region? Yes, it is possible. But it's not a good practice, guys. Even I'm not going to do, and even in real time also we are not doing it. It's not a good practice, because with the help of this one, performance will get down of our machine. But yes, it is possible. This can be an interview question. They can ask you this. So make sure you remember this thing. Even I just for checking your knowledge, I will ask you the questions in your upcoming sessions also in between of the session. What I can do is I can directly create a resource group from here also by clicking set create new. But when I click on create new, it is asking for name. If I enter the name, whatever the region is selected here, system will consider that particular region. This is one option to create resource. Other option is I can search here resource. I can create from here also. Click on create. Give the name of my resource group. Let me give the name as group -102. What is my region? By default, region is East US. I'm selecting it Central India. You can select any region, whichever you want to select. Then click on next. Here we are getting tags. Don't worry, tags we'll discuss later. Click on next, review plus create. It is reviewing it. And when we are getting as validation passed, it means system has passed the validation. Now I can click on. My resource group is. Now go to virtual machine. Again, click on create virtual machine. Now I can select a resource group. Earlier it is not showing anything, but now it is showing my resource. Just let me show you one more thing. Now, before selecting of resource group, check the region, guys. Sweden Central. Now I'm going to select a resource. Resource group is in Central India region. By default, it is taking Central India now. If you want to change, you can change that also. This is what we have discussed at the point, the last point. The resource group can be in another region, or virtual machine can be in another region also. It is also possible. But yes, it's not a good practice because of this one. Performance get impact, and no one want that our machines get bad performance. Now, next thing, we have to give the name of my virtual machine. What is the name? Let me give us VM hyphen. Scroll down. Right now, we only focus on mandatory things. And what are mandatory? Wherever you find this chart. Only those are mandatory. Those are not mandatory. We are not going to discuss right now. We'll discuss about later. Now, next is we have to select image. Now, what is the meaning of image? Image means operating system. In cloud, it is called as image. So those people are completely new. They don't know anything about cloud. So please remember this, a keyword called image is used for operating systems here. In our upcoming session, I'm not going to use a word called operating system. I'm going to use a word called image. So we have select our resource group. We have done that. Enter the name, region we have selected. Now I'm going to select an image. And I'm getting. So here I'm able to see the image. If you want to see all the list of image, you can click on see all images also. Here it is showing you all operating system, whichever we have. See where I come in the marketplace. Here I'm getting. You can select from here also. Or directly, here's few of the ones which is recently used also we are getting. In marketplace also the top one they are showing us. You can select anyone. Right now, which machine I'm creating it? I am creating Windows machine. So I'm selecting it here. Windows Server 2019 data set. This one I'm selecting. Scroll down. So I have select operating system. Okay, to create one computer, what is our requirement? First, we need operating system. We have selected Windows. Next, I need RAM. Then I need hard disk also. And then I need CPU. So these four things are required for us. Let's see. Now, to select a CPU, we need to select size here. Let's take example, my requirement is I just need only 1 GB of RAM and 1 CPU is required. So here I'm getting the size. The size I have to select. When I'm selecting the size, it means we are selecting CPU and RAM. It means we are going to select CPU and RAM. In our first session, in this free trial details link, we have seen something which is coming under free quota. Scroll down. Again, scroll down. Virtual machine, and I'm using Windows 1. Which type of machine I can create? The type is called B1S. So with B1S type, if you're going to create this virtual machine, it is completely free. After 30 days. Here. For 30 days, you can go with anything. And you can see here, by default, it is taking size standard underscore B1S. You want to select any other size, you can go to all sizes. Here I am. And you can see here with the B1S, which I'm selecting, how much CPU I'm getting? 1. How much RAM I'm getting? 1. This is what I'm getting. You want to select any other one, you can select that also. Scroll down. Here it is asking for our login, administrator login, username and. So let me give my username. Rules for password. One lowercase, one uppercase, one number, one special character. Out of these four, three things we have to follow. Password, whichever I'm going to this my virtual machine, from these four things we have to use three. And password must be 12 to 123 characters. So let me give the username as Azure user. I'm giving the password I'm not showing you guys. Here I'm confirming my password again. Next thing, we have to enable some ports. We have to enable some ports. To connect to our Windows machine, which machine we are creating? We are creating Windows machine. To connect to our machine, it is mandatory to enable a port number called RDP. It is mandatory to enable a port number called RDP. Anyone knows what is the number of RDP port? Chat box is enabled. You can drop me in the chat box. Anyone knows what is the number of port number RDP? Yes, correct. So those people has given the answer is 3389. It is correct. So it's a correct answer. RDP port number is 3389. And Azure is so smart. You can see here, by default, they have enabled this port number. RDP stands for remote desktop port, which is enabled by default. Do I do anything? No, I didn't do anything, just by default. Here is that actually list also I'm getting. See, 3389 port number. We are getting HTTP, HTTPS, SSH. We'll discuss later about. So we can just verify our details, whatever I select on the first option. The source group, name, region, image, my size, username and password, and the port number. Now, what is the next step? See here, mentioned in my PPT also. For Windows instance, it is mandatory to enable a port number called RDP. For Linux, it is mandatory to a port number called SSH. What is SSH? We'll discuss when we'll discuss about Linux also. And after that, I don't need to work on any of the particular tabs you can see here. But we need one more thing. We need hard disk. Did we attach hard disk till now? We have taken operating system, we have taken RAM, we have taken CPU. But where is that hard disk? Click on next, disk. On the disk tab, here I am getting that operating system disk. So here we are getting. And how much it is giving whenever I'm going to create Windows machine. By default, Azure is giving us a space of 127 GB for my OS disk. It's a default space and it's a completely free space for our Windows machine, which we are. Now, if I want to attach multiple disks, like I have C drive, D drive, F drive, I want to attach, yes, I can attach that. That is called as data disk. But that topic we'll learn in our upcoming session. Now, I don't need to work right now on any of the tab on networking, management, monitoring, advanced tags. No need to work right now. And even regarding this, we'll discuss later in our upcoming. So I'm directly going to click on Review Plus. So here it is just going to review the details, whatever we have given it. I got validation failed. Sometime it happen it. Just again click on basic. Again click on Review Plus. Nitin, it is not showing 127 GB here while creating a machine. It's not showing. It's a by default space we are getting. You will see when I'm created my machine completed, then I'm going to show you that also. Click on create. Done. So we have created our machine. Now, whenever we are first time creating a machine, guys, not just our virtual machine get created. With virtual machine, there are some more things system is going to be created. System is going to create IP address, system is going to create NSG, it is going to create virtual network, virtual interfaces. So a lot of things system is creating. What is these we'll discuss later. Here system is creating my virtual machine. Okay. After it get ready, then we'll move forward. Then we have to go to our video. Now my machine is ready. Let me go to home screen. Click on virtual machine. Here I'm able to see my virtual. Click on the name of my virtual machine. Here I'm good. Copy the public IP address. There is a public IP address which I'm noting down. Now, in your Windows machine, guys, by default, there is one tool installed. What is that tool? The tool name is called as remote desktop connection. You can just search here. Here, you have to open this one, and then the IP address which you have note down it, copy that IP address and paste here. The computer option. Then click on show options and enter your username. I've entered my username also. Click on connect. Again, click on connect. Now it is asking for password, so I'm entering my password. Yes. So to connect to our Windows machine, we already have one tool called remote desktop connection in our Windows machine. So here I am able to connect and we are able to see. It takes some time to process. Till the time it is taking process, let me come to Azure port. Now, I have told you we are getting 127 GB. I'll show you that also. See the size which I have selected B1S. Go to disk option. See here, 127 GB. It's a default space for our OS disk provided by the Azure team. Clear, Nitin? So here I'm getting it. And size, if I go to size, here I'm the size which we have selected, B1S. I'm able to connect to a machine. If you want to see any other details, we can see in our machine. And under this virtual machine, you want to install any software, you want to create any application, whatever you want to do, you can do in this one. It takes still taking some more time to load it because you can see here, when I didn't do anything, by default, our system is going to open one option called server manager. It's by default, it get open. So you don't need to worry about this one. Let me go to this PC. Now I'm going to this PC. Where is it? Here I'm getting. Now, I'm getting it one temporary storage also. What is the size of the temporary storage? That is 4 GB. How I'm getting this temporary storage 4 GB? Because of the size we have selected. Based on the size, whichever we are selecting it, based on that particular size, Azure is providing us some temporary storage also. So the one we have used, with the help of this one, they are providing us 4 GB. This is just a temporary storage. Now I'm opening this temporary storage. There is one notepad file given by the Azure also. What is that? Let me open it. warning. It is just a temporary storage, and they are clearly mentioning it. This is just a temporary storage. In this storage, we don't need to store any data. It get loose and it is impossible to recover. But why they are giving this temporary storage? We all know in our Windows machine, system is generating some caches and system temporary files. System is creating it. Because of that, they have given. So whatever the size I am using it, the size I have given, that particular size is not used for those particular temporary files. So that is why they are giving this temporary storage to us. So our performance of our application will be better. The performance of our application is better. So whatever we are using here, the size, based on the size, they are giving that particular temporary storage. Here we. So this is what we have discussed about how to create a machines. Now, after creation of our practice, do I require this machine? No, I don't require this machine. So what we can do, we can delete this machine. Yes, if you need, you can continue with this machine. But my requirement is I don't require this machine. So what I can do, I can delete this machine also. But we have discussed it earlier. Whenever I'm creating the machine, with machine, system is creating some more things also. Let me go to resource group. Here is my resource group. System is creating one more default resource group. We'll discuss later about that. You can see here under this resource group, how many resources it is showing me? 6. These are the resources. Did I create this virtual network? Did I create this IP address? Did I create this NSG? Did I create this disk? So the disk, NSG, virtual network, virtual interfaces, all things is going to be created by the system whenever we are going to create a machine. So what is the use of NSG? What is this disk? This is my C drive I am getting. If you want to increase the size of this disk, we will do that also. How to increase the size? That also we'll learn later. What is this virtual network? That also we will discuss, because this virtual network is one of the very important service we have it in Azure. Not just in Azure, it's in every cloud. It is very important service. We will learn that also. So here we are getting this. Now, I don't require these things also. Do I require these 6 things also? No, I don't require it. Whenever I require, whenever I'm going to create a machine, system will create again. So what we can do is we can directly delete this resource. Or the other option is you can go to this particular service one by one, then you can delete. Let's say I'm going to this virtual machine. Here I have option of delete. I can delete manually also, one by one. Delete. Then here we have a checkbox, and then I can click on it. It is just fetching some data. Or the other option is I can directly delete a resource group. If I delete this resource group, I'm going to check this, copy the name of my resource group, delete resource group, give the name of my resource group, and I can click on delete. When I click on delete, whatever the resources I have in my resource group, system will delete all. System will delete all these 6 resources. These are all called as resources. So I don't need to do it one by one. System will delete all at once. But right now I'm not doing it. We'll do it in the end of the session. Let's have quick questions and then we'll end our session. Anyone have any question? You can please raise your hand. Yes, Rajesh.
Hi, Ankit.
Yes, Rajesh, you can ask your question.
Yeah. We are doing hands-on here, right? Like creating virtual hosts. In real-time projects also, we can use the same hands-on.
Sorry, can you repeat your question again, Rajesh?
Yeah, we are creating the virtual host, right? In this Azure.
Yes, we have created a virtual machine. Yes.
In real-time project also, we need to do same process.
Yeah, process is same, Rajesh. Whatever I'm doing right now, in real time also the process is same.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Rajesh?
Yeah, no. Thank you.
Yes, Sri, you can unmute.
Yeah, so thank you, sir. In real
Yes, you
time
can
also,
answer.
like for example, in which situation we will add this resource, virtual machines, like for example,
For it can be for a website. It can be for a website. It can be for any application also. Let's say we have a websites where the websites are actually getting stored. Okay, we have GoDaddy. They are also providing us. We have hosting. They are also providing us. But if your client is a very big client, they are using it the cloud platform. So where the applications are getting stored, where the web servers are getting stored in these virtual machines. Okay.
Yes, sir. So coming to the other question, what is the difference between VMware and virtual machine, sir?
VMware is this one. Here is VMware. VMware is going to install on servers actually. But here we don't require any VMware. This is actually a VMware. You can see a VMware workstation I have installed in my system.
What is the concept, sir? What is the concept of
that I'm coming to that point also. VMware actually installing it on the servers. So first you create a server and then on servers you are going to install a VMware. Based on that you are going to install a software. On that one you are doing it. But here we don't need any VMware. Directly I'm going to create a virtual machines in Azure server. So VMware is completely different thing. Virtual machine is on cloud. I'm creating a machine which is called as virtual machine.
So basically, create virtual. What is the concept of virtual, sir? What I'm understanding is virtual means it is also a physical device, but it is saving in a remote location. That is called
correct.
Virtual.
That is, yes, it is correct. Because definitely I'm using a RAM, I'm using a CPU, I'm using a hard disk. So definitely from somewhere I'm using it. But yes, that it call as virtually because it is not in my system. It is somewhere sitting in central India. I'm using it. I'm sitting in North India, but where is my server? Server is in central India. I can create the same server in US region also. So I can explore that machine from any part of the world. That is why it is called as virtual machine.
So suppose if you are creating virtual machine, why you have to create in a different location, sir? You can create in your location only, na?
Yes, I'm just giving an example here that you can create in any of the location.
And it can be shared also to multiple people, right, sir? Based on the...
Yes, definitely, yes. Based on their users, you can create their users and you can share there with them also. How to create users in this Linux one, I'm going to show you that in upcoming sessions.
And a simple definition of what is server, sir? It is as hey, I can as per my
Server
views,
can be anything.
but I had a computer, right? I had configuration of computer.
Server is like you can call a computer as a server also. A normal CPU which you have in your monitor, the normal desktop, even that CPU also we can convert as a server. Okay, it's a normal CPU. Normal CPU also we can convert as a server also. Server actually those things we are creating which we can access from remotely. Those things actually we are calling as servers.
Okay, sir. So resource group means it's a folder, sir. It's actually.
Yes, resource group is like a folder, like a container, like a folder. Under that you can put your resources.
So Docker also they'll call it as container, no? So both are same, resource group and Docker.
No, that both called as container, but that is also concept wise both are same. But that is Docker container. This is Azure resource.
So if you delete a resource group, automatically whatever the virtual machine we created will get deleted, sir.
Yes.
You mentioned virtual machine resource group.
Whatever the resources you have under your resource group, all will get deleted. Not just virtual machine, everything. Right now I have virtual network, I have disk, I have IP address, energy, all will get deleted.
So we can revoke also, sir, that one? Undo.
Not possible. Not possible.
Undo not possible.
Not possible. By default, it is not possible.
And we can give permissions also, sir, certain people where we, like for example.
That we will learn in our upcoming session when we learn about a service called Azure Active Directory.
Okay, sir. And you mentioned public IP address. What is that one? Public and private IP address.
Public is where we can access our machines publicly. with the help of that public IP. Private is used for internal purposes whenever I want to connect from one virtual machine to another virtual machine. That time for internal purposes it is used. Public, which the machine needs to use publicly, for that time we are using publicly. Right now I need to connect to this machine. So which IP address I have used? I have used public IP address because I want to connect from my machine. But if I want to connect internally from Azure to it, that time private IP is good. Regarding this one also, you will understand in upcoming sessions. You have to wait few more days.
Excellent,
Not
sir.
few
Your
more days.
explanation. Yeah, thank you, sir. That's it, all clear. Really, I would like to appreciate you, sir. You have a lot of patience and excellent explanation.
Thank
So
you.
hope we have joined right amount of course. What I am expecting. Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice
Yes,
day.
Ashraf, you can unmute.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking my call. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm able to hear your stuff.
Yes, sir. Sir, in the chat window, I type it. There is multiple tenant in one main tenant. Each subtenant have to pay for the fee.
No, we don't need to pay a fee. Tenants are free. Tenants are not chargeable. Tenants are completely free. You can create multiple tenants also. Maximum we can create 5,000 tenants.
Okay. Is a tenant is a user, sir? Tenant is
No,
something.
tenants is not a user. Tenants is like a head. Tenants is like a head. It's not a user. It's a head.
Okay, let's say in a company we have accounting department is a tenant. We have receiving department is a tenant.
No, not like that. Not like that. Okay. To create our users, we are using tenant. Tenant is actually majorly going to help to create our users. So whatever the users we are going to be create, it is going to create under tenant.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sure that I already have one user here with the name called. I'm going to user. You can see here. I have one user that is principal user. I have one more user here.
Yes.
Training user. What is it? Training @. This is my tenant they have used.
Okay.
So whenever we are creating the user, yeah, it's a kind of domain. So in our upcoming session, when I'm going to show you to create our own tenant, that time we actually have to use a domain. I have already purchased a domain name. That domain name we have to use. So right now, you guys don't need to purchase. Guys, don't purchase domain name. In our upcoming session, I'll share some free websites also. From there, you will get free domains also. So don't purchase any domain till now.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. One more question, sir. You say temporary storage. Temporary storage is like a page file in Windows and cloud.
It's for temporary files. Like in our Windows machine, system is generating temporary files.
Yes.
Yeah, so where it actually gets stored? It's stored in those locations. These are like temporary files which I'm getting in the machine.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you.
it will not use our main storage. If they use our main storage, our application performance will might be get slow. Or it means I have to increase it. It means I have to pay more. So Azure is, they are very good. They don't want their client to pay some extra amount for any extra things.
Okay, but sir,
That's
one more
why
thing.
They are providing extra space to us.
Yes, sir. One more thing, sir. Let's say we are while working, if we need some more temporary storage, it will increase by itself.
You have to change the size.
Okay, sir.
You have to increase the size. How to increase the size also we'll learn in upcoming session.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, Srinivas, you can. Srinivas, you have raised your hand. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, Ankit. Hello.
Yes, Srinivas.
How to connect virtual machines from Mac machine?
For Mac, you want to download remote desktop connection. By default, in Mac, there is no remote desktop connection. You have it. You have to download from your Play Store. I'm not sure what is actually called. So, not Play Store, that App Store, which you have it. From there, you can. That's a completely free. Okay. From there, you can download this. By default, it is not there in your Windows machine. Sorry, in your Mac machine.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Narayana Reddy, you can unmute.
I have two questions.
Yes.
You are suggesting better to delete once our work is completed.
Correct.
Group or VMs, right? Instead of delete, if you stop the VM or group, will it be charged or will it
There
be?
is not, you can't stop the group, you can stop the virtual machine.
Okay, during that
Okay.
time, if other resources like under the group, virtual networks or
It is
NSG,
going to be charge you because you are using disk. NSG IP addresses are not chargeable. Disk is going to be charged you.
okay, okay.
Okay.
So
better to delete it. That's why I'm saying
Okay.
better to delete it. With this, what happened, Narayana? You are again, whenever the second time you are creating, it's again practice for you.
Okay, okay.
Also, so that's why I'm always deleting it. It's a practice for me, or even for you also. Again, in front of you, I'm creating a machine.
Okay.
Okay.
Because why I'm asking, if I'm not wrong, please suggest me. Because in AWS there is a instance, EC2 instance doesn't have this. Whether instance we can stop or terminate, that doesn't have any count for the hours. What
Hard disk, even they will also count it. They'll count hard disk also. EC2 machines, they're not counting, they count hard disk.
Okay, okay, okay. If we
They'll
stop
also
EC2,
count.
if we stop EC2 instance, that doesn't have any count in the hours or charges.
No, that is not going to be charged for virtual machines.
Okay, okay. And one more query here.
Yes.
You have
Narayana.
mentioned this Windows. There is a temporary purpose. It is created D drive, right?
Yeah,
in
it is
VM.
not, sorry to interrupt you. It is not for Windows machine. It is
Okay.
because of the size I have selected B1. It's not because of Windows machine. Because of the size we have selected B1. Let's say if I'm going in tomorrow session, I'm going to create Linux machine. I'm using the same size. There also we will get 4 GB. Because of the size we have selected, that's why I'm getting 4 GB, not because of Windows machine.
Okay. My question is, see, in normal in our local Windows desktop, we can see the temporary folder in our C drive, right? So in that VM, it is not having that temporary, folder in the C drive, in where we created that virtual
Temporary
VM.
files are always going to be created under that temporary drive. They are not going to use our main drive, which we are paying for that. Okay, that is why they are giving some temporary storage for us.
Okay, okay. So it is not having the temporary folder in C drive in virtual machine which we created.
Folder is there, but it's not in C drive. It's in it where you will find under that extra space which we have.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. That's it, man.
Yes, Ajas, you can unmute.
Yes. Hello, Ankit. My question
Hello.
is, am I audible?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Okay. My question is, right now we have created a virtual machine having one CPU and 1 GB RAM. But in real time, when we are working for a company and we are instructed to create for certain applications a machine,
yes,
how to know how many CPUs, how much RAM or disk we should allocate for a virtual machine?
That we can't guess it from our side. That is instruction given by the client to us. And in starting of our edges, what we are doing, we are always creating with the small one as per our requirement, which is the minimum requirement we have. In future, if we want to increase, we can increase it anytime. Anytime, whenever we feel it, if we need more, we can increase it.
Okay. For example, if we are having a web server, virtual machine for web server, how much RAM is required? I mean, generally.
Generally, it's depend on client because it's a small website. If I'm talking about 2 GB or 2 or 4 GB sufficient of RAM.
Okay.
If I'm talking about a website called a Netflix, or if I'm talking about Amazon.in, or if a very big website we have it, they require my 64 GB also because they have a huge customer on the spot. They are getting it. It actually purely depend on the load also, how much load you are getting it. There are two or sorry to interrupt you. Two or three things they have to see. One is size. Second thing is the load also, how much load they are getting. These things also they have to check.
Okay, in real-time environment, for example, if we create a virtual machine with this configuration and later on we realize, how do we know that we are having
by monitoring?
By monitoring,
By
you can
monitoring.
see, right?
We'll learn regarding monitoring in our upcoming.
What is the what is the name of the service?
Azure Monitor.
Okay. Azure Monitor. Okay. From where? From there we can have that information and then we can change.
We'll do it on daily basis. We'll do that also. Based on that, we will get information. Here we have the PPT number 82.
Okay. One more thing. One more thing regarding I forgot.
No issues. Whenever you remember it, you can raise your hand or you can email me your question.
Okay. For example, virtual machine. When we connect to virtual machine, from this 750 hours are calculated when we create the machine or when we use it.
When we create the machine, from that time it is going to become.
Okay. Okay.
Till that time it is alive, it is counting actually.
Okay. Even if we stop it.
No, the stop it will not count. The 750 hours will not count.
The disk will be counted, right?
Disk will be counted. Yeah, disk will be counted, not virtual machine as well.
127 GB it will be counted, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Faljas, you can unmute.
Okay, my question is regarding the resource group. Say if in a company, see, I have created a resource group with all the VMs, yeah. And if somebody else comes and delete that resource group, I want it, but
We
somebody
can
else
lock.
delete it.
We have option of lock.
Okay.
We'll learn that in upcoming session.
Okay, so here we don't have concept of IAM roles or something like that.
No, IAM roles we have it here. Roles option we have it that we'll learn in upcoming session. But we have option of lock also.
Okay.
So you can lock your resources so no one can delete those resources.
Okay, fine. Okay.
We have option of that also we have. That is a little different. It might be talking about as you're comparing with AWS and Azure. Here we have little different things from AWS here, but here we have option of lock that will learn.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
That
Thank you.
roles also we have it, but little different from AWS.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Once we are creating the virtual machine, can I change the region?
You want to move to another region? Yes, it is possible. How to do that? I'll show you in upcoming session.
Okay. Yeah.
That is
thank
actually
you.
a moving it. That is called as move option.
Okay. In which situation we can do that?
No, actually, we are not doing it. We have option. We are not doing it. I'm just giving you an answer. We are not doing that particular thing in real time. But it is possible as per your question.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't say anywhere we are doing.
Okay.
Okay. Even I'm going to show you in upcoming session. There actually the thing which I want to show you is how we can move our resources from one resource group to another resource group. At that time, you will find that same option there also when we are going to discuss it.
Okay.
Even we can move our resources from one subscription to a subscription also. Even that is also possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly. I am not understanding what is the tenant. I am not understanding actually.
Don't worry. Regarding tenant, don't worry. We'll discuss in depth. We'll discuss later in our upcoming. The tenant is actually coming under a service called Azure Active Directory.
Okay.
You will understand when I'm trying to create my resources. So right thing, you don't need to focus on tenant part. Just focus on resource group. This resource group and virtual machine. Are you able to understand this thing?
Yeah. Rest of the
this is okay.
I understand.
Don't worry. Whatever the tenant, if you're not able to understand, practically you will understand when we are going to create our users.
Okay.
That time you will understand those things.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Edna, you can unmute.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my question. I am so confused between the virtual machine and the resource group. So we created a virtual machine, and what is the resource group?
Resource group is like a folder, like a container, like this is my folder. Under this folder, I have put my virtual machine. That is container. You can also say that. Under a folder, I have put my virtual machine. A folder is called as resource group.
Okay, so this is just the terminology that we have to get used to in the cloud.
Yes,
or in
correct.
Azure.
That is a resource group. We have a resource group is like a folder, which we are normally language we are calling it. Under a folder, we are going to create our machines. Or anything, whichever we want to create resource. You can see here, system with virtual machine system has created some 5 more resources. So all 5 resources we are getting under our resource group. Okay. Here right now.
So, but where all these 5 things, where are they on your resource group?
It
They're
is
only
in
the virtual
resource.
machine.
No, it is not just virtual machine. Like here, I'm like if I'm going to work service called virtual network, here I'm getting my virtual network. Did I create this virtual network? No, automatically system has created right now because I require that.
Oh, I see.
But it is all created under one resource group. Like all these resources are created under one folder. Like let me open another folder. Like this is batch 99. Batch 99 is my resource group. Under this, you can see here I have multiple types of files. I have a PEM file, I have a PPK file, I have a putty, I have a puttygen, I have some HTML files also, I have a folder, I have a exe files. So I can put any type of file under that folder. That is like a resource group. Like this is my resource group. Under my resource group, I can create every type of resources. It can be my database, it can be virtual machine, it can be virtual network. So we can create here under that.
Okay,
Okay.
so sorry, Ankit. So the one when you click the one that says 102, is that on your personal desktop or is that on
No, it's in
the
the
Azure?
Azure account. This which one? This is group
The
102.
yellow folder.
This is
That
my
one.
desktop. This is my desktop. This is my
Okay.
screen. This is my screen. It's my desktop.
Okay.
Okay, these are the folders which I have created right now.
So that is not, this is folder as in Windows as we know it. So, but now when we go to the resource group
I'm
102,
giving you example here.
I
Resource
get,
group
oh,
is like a folder.
I see. So now, so that means if I go to Azure and I go to resource group 102, so then I see all these other things like if okay,
Yeah, that is I have
understand.
created in my Azure account. So whenever doing practice, you have to always follow the same process.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Yeah, actually, under resource group, you are creating one virtual machine. Suppose I need to create multiple virtual machine. Shall I use the common resources to all virtual machines?
Yes, correct.
So whatever
Yes.
the common resource, I'm keeping one resource like a resource bundle.
Like you can use the same one also.
All virtual machine can I use the same resources?
Yes, you can use.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Godwin, you can unmute. Godwin, you can unmute yourself. Okay, Benjamin, you can unmute. Yes, Benjamin, you have already unmuted yourself. You can ask your question. Benjamin, are you able to hear me? Your voice is cracking. Benjamin, are you able to hear me? Yes, you can ask your question. Benjamin, your voice is not clear. You can please check your mic. Then you can ask your question. Yes, Suresh, you can unmute. Suresh, you have raised your hand.
Hello.
Yes, Suresh.
సార్ తెలుగులో మాట్లాడొచ్చా?
Sorry, I don't know Telugu, Suresh. You can speak English or Hindi.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Do you have any question?
Sir, I don't know English fluently.
No, sorry, I don't know about, I don't know Telugu. So do you know Hindi? I can speak in Hindi with you.
No, sir. I know only Telugu, Kannada.
No, sorry, I don't know both the languages.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anyone have any more questions? You can please raise your hand if anyone have any more questions, or we can end our session. Yes, Vijay, you can.
Actually, regarding the payment, Ankit. So when is the last day for? You were saying yesterday you were going to share another link. 2-3 days.
Link is after 2 or 3 days. The link is going to be changed. That is going to be taken care by the management. Okay. If anyone wants to make the payment, they can come to our website called logiclabstech.com. They can go to store. Okay. Or we have already shared. My team has already shared the details in the WhatsApp group also today. Or I'll inform after session. They'll share again.
Yeah,
here we have a batch.
This thing you were explaining very starting. I understand. When is the last day for? I need to say.
I think that link is going to be changed from Friday. I'm not 100% sure. As per the management, which I got information, the Friday the link is going to be changed.
Yeah, that's why I understand. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Yes, Satish.
Okay, just I have one query. It's related. Already I have paid the subscription. Okay, so what the link? You will share in the same WhatsApp group, or
no. We are not going to share in the WhatsApp group. If you open the course, there's an option called announcements are there, and the community option.
Okay.
If you open our app, or if you open it there, after making the payment, you'll get an option of community. Under community, you will see your batch 102. Under that, there is an option called announcement.
Okay.
There we will share it.
Yeah. Okay. And one more guy was asking, to ask a doubt in Telugu. If he's, so actually I know Telugu and English, and so if he asks here in Telugu, I can translate in English.
I don't know the name. That I don't know who is that person. Can you raise that hand? That person who wants to speak in Telugu. I don't remember his name. Is there anyone who wants to speak in Telugu? Yes, might be Suresh. Yes, Suresh, I think you are the person.
Hi, on sir.
You want to speak in Telugu? I think so.
అవును సార్ నాకు ఇంగ్లీష్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా రాదు అంటే ఇప్పుడు
no issues. You can talk with Satish. Satish will translate to me.
హలో సార్ సతీష్.
yes సురేష్ చెప్పండి
సార్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను AWS నేర్చుకున్నాను. AWS ఇది అజూర్ ఏది నాకు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ గా ఉంది, నేర్చుకోవచ్చు నాకు.
మీరు ఆల్రెడీ AWS నేర్చుకున్నారు, ఇప్పుడు అష్యూర్ నేర్చుకుని ఏది నేర్చుకోవాలని కన్ఫ్యూజ్ గా ఉంది అంటున్నారా?
అంటే నాది బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ వచ్చేసి బీకామ్.
ఓకే,
చేయొచ్చునా నేను?
ఓకే,
నాది 2021 పాస్ అవుట్. నేను నేర్చుకుంటే లాభం ఉంటుందా?
ఓకే 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 let is a translator.
Yes, Satish.
Yes, so actually he just completed his BCom in 2021, and already he learned about AWS, and he has just a conflict which one he has to go through AWS or Azure. He has that conflict.
So Suresh, here that if I tell you both are good in the market, but if I'm talk about the jobs which has having more jobs, Azure has more job because Azure is capturing it more market nowadays rather than any other technology. So both are good. You want to learn both? I know both the one, and both are 100% good. So whichever you want, that is completely up to you, Suresh.
సార్ సతీష్ గారు, అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను డెవాప్స్ ఆల్రెడీ నేర్చుకున్నాను. అంటే ఆ డెవాప్స్ సరిపోతుందా అజూర్ డెవాప్స్ కి, లేదంటే తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఏమైనా క్లాస్ తీసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుందా?
Yeah, we are going to, I think you are saying that whenever the Azure DevOps, we'll start about Azure DevOps classes also soon by the end of this month.
Yes. Actually, Ankit, he's asking, he already learned DevOps. He's, asking, that DevOps is enough, or he need to learn Azure DevOps as well?
No, he need to go with, if you already learn Azure admin, then he need to go with Azure DevOps also.
Okay.
So DevOps also, he can learn it, because with the help of that one, it is easy to get job and very good package.
అంటే నేను ఏడబ్ల్యూఎస్ డెవాప్స్ నేర్చుకున్నాను తర్వాత అంటే అజూర్ నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత అజూర్ డెవాప్స్ కూడా చేయాల్సి వస్తుందా అంటే ఆ డెవాప్స్ వేరే ఈ డెవాప్స్ వేరే ఉంటుందా
Okay. Ankit, he learned AWS DevOps. Okay, so now he is asking, whether that AWS DevOps is enough, or Azure DevOps and both AWS DevOps. So both
No,
are
if he wants, Suresh, if you want to go only with AWS one, then AWS and AWS DevOps is sufficient. If you want to learn both the clouds, then Azure and Azure DevOps also you have to learn.
Okay, thank you. And then sir, అదే 2021 ఫస్ట్ అవుట్ నేను ఫ్రెషర్ గా అప్లై చేసుకోవచ్చునా?
Yes, you can apply as a freshers also. Yes, you have to apply as a freshers.
Okay, thank you so much, Satish garu, మీకు మాత్రం thank you, Ankit.
Thank you. Yes, Ashraf, you can unmute.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. About this resources, you said, right? Can we create multiple resources and can we merge them?
No, there is no option of merge. We can create multiple.
Okay. So thank you, sir.
There is no option of merge. Okay.
So meaning we can create multiple resources and we can use only one resource at a time.
No, you want to use for one resource, you can use only one resource group, not multiple.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Nick, you can unmute.
Yeah, hey Ankit, this is Rishikesh. So
Yes,
I just want some sample resume for Azure. So is it possible to provide you?
Yeah, we are providing it, but as per the one information, if I have already informed in the last session, you will get those sample resumes in the last of the training, which we are providing it. It is already in my PPT. As per this one, here I mention it. There are things you will get it here, but these things which is mentioned here, you will get on the last day of the session.
Okay. No problem. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so with this, I'm ending this session. In tomorrow's session, we are going to continue with our same service called virtual machine. Today, we have learned about Windows machine. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn our Linux machine. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the today's session. See you tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Thank you.